Very good morning to you all again. Here with the AC fundamentals study, let us apply the understandings of waveform, its a parameter like a time period, frequency, angular progressing velocity, time, all those information into numerical study. In line with that, let us see the first example. An alternating current I is given by I equal to 141.4 sine 314t. This is the instantaneous expression for the wave, which is current by nature. Find the maximum value, frequency, time period, instantaneous value of current when time equal to 3 millisecond is the question. These are the very basic questions on wave and waveform relations. Let us understand this way. What is this standard wave represented to you? A current expression. I equal to certain peak value, sinusoidal in nature, progressing with the velocity omega t. This is what we have to understand parts of this. This has to be compared with the standard equation like I equal to Im sine omega t. When I compare this equation by I equal to Im sine omega t, I am able to compare Im with the value 141.4. That is what is the maximum value. Maximum value appearing in the wave is the peak headed by the expression. That is the 141.4. That is how I can do I equal to Im sine omega t is the standard equation in my mind. I'll be comparing with this. If it is a voltage wave, what I would have done, V equal to Vm sine omega t is my comparison. Therefore, when I compare that, the peak value stand here as 141.4 ampere. That is my first parameter of choice. The second is frequency of the particular wave. Where do I get this frequency? The frequency term is associated with the angular progressing velocity of the wave. Omega t I have to refer. So this omega t is 314.14 t. This if I compare omega t with this, omega refers 314. Can you see over here? Omega on comparison stand as 314. In turn we know omega as 2 pi f. So 2 pi is the circular operator, f is the frequency of wave under consideration. Then if I compare 314 with 2 pi f, I am in a position to get frequency of the wave under my observation, which is 314 divided by 2 pi, normally stand 50 hertz. So this is how a frequency of the given wave can be obtained by omega. Omega contain 2 pi f as its constituents, and f can be taken as omega by 2 pi. So this is how 50 hertz wave can be taken out. Then what is the time period? Time period is the time taken for completion of one wave. So we have very clear understanding. Frequency and time period are inverse to each other. So 1 by f if I write, that become time taken for the one wave. So 1 divided by 50 if I write, that stand as 0.02 seconds or 20 milliseconds. Therefore, time period of the particular wave is 1 divided by 50. Suppose the wave was said to be 60 hertz by its numerical content 377. If it comes over here, that stands 60 hertz. That time 1 divided by 60 I would have operated. So whatever is that frequency you have to fetch, 1 by f you have to get as a time duration. It is 20 millisecond or 0.02 second. What it cites to you? It is the complete time for a beginning of a wave, going up in the positive half, coming to the 0 axis or x axis, going negative peak and coming back. That is called a set of positive, set of negative values should pass. Complete length of time is called one time duration. This is what we have got. That is about time period. Then the fourth question is obtain the instantaneous value of current when time is 3 milliseconds. What is the meaning of this one? This wave is a progressive wave. This keep on progressing forward with the peak value appearing in that wave as 141.4, sinusoidally varying with the omega t. If t is 0 by chance, what it refers? Sin 0 goes to 0. That is a mark of beginning of the wave. Likewise, omega t, the t duration keeps on changing, then the value of this expression keep on changing. That's why when we say a sinusoidally varying wave, suppose I have one wave somewhere, I'll just project it. I do not have wave here. Yeah, here, like this. This is progressing, correct? This is the wave progressing like this. The value available at certain t equal to 0, t equal to 1, what is the value? T equal to 2, what is the value? T equal to like this, a complete half and another half. This way, any time given t, I will be able to get the value of the quantity as an instantaneous value. We all very clearly know what is a waveform. Waveform is a collective joining up of instantaneous values. I must know at what instant my observation is actually. Therefore, I have been set to calculate at t equal to 3 millisecond. What is the value, instantaneous value of this wave I want to calculate? There is a very simple task. Given the value, substitute in the position of t and operate this function in radian mode. In the calculator, you have to operate it in radian. This you should not forget. Calculator will not tell you it is in radian or in degree or in steradian, like that. It is you to set your calculator mode to radian mode during such calculation. Therefore, if you look into the calculation, in the position t, 3 millisecond, I am going to position sine of 314 into 3 millisecond. I am going to operate in radian mode. As you can see here, I equal to 141.4 sine of, inside a bracket, 314 into 3 into 10 to the power minus 3. It is the expectation. What is the value represented by this varying current at a time 3 millisecond? I am trying to quantify. So when I put it over here, I'll be getting the expression resulting you the value 114.4 ampere only. So very close answer I got. So when I take a paper, I'll be explaining another problem. You'll be able to get it. Okay. Let's see, at t equal to 3 millisecond, what I'll be doing? In the expression position t, I substitute the given time. Suppose at t equal to say 7 millisecond is asked. Let us hope 7 millisecond. At 7 millisecond, what I will do? 141.4 sine 314 into 7 into 10 to the power minus 3 and operate this in the calculator. I'll be getting the respective answer. It's very simple. What are the values I can get? Usually one cycle, 0 to 1 cycle time. What is the cycle time here? 20 millisecond. So 0 to 20 millisecond, if I put over here, I'll be getting a sinusoidal values ranging from 0 going to positive peak and declining, going to 0, going to negative side peak and back to 0. That kind of instantaneous values tabulation I can do if I change time from 0, 2 millisecond, 4 millisecond, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, like that. One cycle of observation at discrete time, if I operate, I'll be getting different values of current. If I plot them, it should represent a sine wave of this fashion. That is the knowledge we get from instantaneous value. This is one example making you to feel mathematically, are you able to get the content for a given time or not? Next, the another problem give you, they need not give you an equation like this. They are giving you text, you can see. An alternating quantity current, frequency of 60 hertz, frequency is mentioned, has a maximum value of 12 ampere. Write down the equation for the instantaneous value. It means this kind of expression is needed as a requirement number 1. Whose frequency is 60 hertz, whose peak value is 12 ampere. Then how you write it? You have to imagine it should be of the nature I equal to Im sine omega t, correct? Im you have to identify. Sine omega t, what is omega? Omega is 2 pi f. I have to evaluate and write this kind of expression for the question number 1. Let's see how it is being done. F is 60 hertz. It is given here. 60 hertz wave. It has a value of peak as 12 ampere. Then I will write here as Im equal to 12. Then I require omega. Omega is 2 pi f, 2 pi into frequency of 60. That stand as 377 radian per second. So are you sure? Omega in radian per second. Then I will present it in the position. How I am writing? Current expression should be like Im sin omega t, where Im stand as peak value given in the problem, that is mentioned as 12, 12 in the position, sinusoidally progressing. Omega t, omega we got it as 370. This is the one equation we got for our first requirement. What was my requirement? Write the expression for the current wave having the peak of 12 ampere with the frequency of 60 hertz. This is the first requirement of the problem, which was here. We could do it. The second is what? Find the value of current after 1 by 360th second. T is given. Like in this problem, what was given as a T? 3 millisecond. And we put that value at position T. Similarly, after having obtained the equation for this current, I have to mention the value of current at T equal to 1 by 360 second. T I have to put as 1 by 360. Therefore, I just go back. Look at this point 2. I equal to Im sin omega t. Im I substitute as 12. Omega I substitute as 377. You just watch the value of T. T is 1 divided by 360, bracket complete. But be careful, this we are operating in radians mode. In the calculator, it must be in radian mode. When I operate it carefully, when I work it out, my answer stand as 10.4. This is the individual manual steps. These we need not do because your engineering calculator help you. When I operate this string in that, directly one equal reach your answer as 10.4 amps. That's all. So the wave represent 10.4 ampere at a time 1 divided by 360 second. It is in a fraction. When I take it to numerator, it become millisecond only, no doubt. So the value is 10.4 ampere. This is the second requirement in this question. Hope the first and second sub requirements are clear to you because they are like a previous problem. Look to the third requirement. What is this? Find out the time taken to reach 9.6 ampere for the first time. What is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is I should know a typical wave first. Once if I know the wave, I'll be able to get from this equation. So what is the standard equation of the current now? I equal to Im sin omega t is 12 sin 377 t in this problem. This equation is reaching to 9.6 ampere at certain time. When is that? That is asked. For that, what we have to understand? We have to understand a sine wave first. Let us go to a sine wave visualization. Let me take here. Like this, a sine wave fashion like this. Correct? When the sine wave is attaining its peak value as a 12 in this example, in between 0 to 12, it do really cross 9.6. When is that 9.6 appearing? That time is question to me. So therefore, I'll go back. So when we come to this problem I'll be solving in a different way. So therefore, what is my requirement? Current value reached to a value of 9.6. When is that first time? So for this, so let us take a deviation to the presentation to my camera and we'll come back to this. Okay. So come back to the camera and we'll see here. Hope my page is visible to you all. Blank screen is visible to you all. Somebody replied to me. My white page is visible to you all.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now watch my waveform. What I do here. Okay. A waveform which I am drawing on a paper just for the understanding. Let's see. This is a typical sine wave I am drawing. a sine wave. Now it is having a peak of 12 ampere and it is a minus 12 ampere. Let me draw it as a current here. Okay, this is time and this is ampere current. Then definitely as it proceed half cycle and full cycle. So this is one cycle time. Let me mark it. 1 capital T refers to cycle time. And in between it is having half a cycle time. It means T by 2. At T by 2, it reverses positive half to negative half. Again, I mark another line here. This is 1/4 of a cycle time. T by 4. Can you see this? Quarter cycle. So in this wave, from the progressing wave, what was the wave expression? I equal to 12 sine 377t was the expression. I remember it. Correct? This wave, when I put value of t equal to 0, it will represent this point. Correct? And when t, this whole answer, to get me 12, what should be the sine total value? This total sine value represents 1. It will be appearing here. It means at the time t changes, t equal to 0, t equal to 1 millisecond, 2 millisecond, 3 millisecond, like this. If the value of t keep on changing, the point I keep on grading here, 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 like this. I keep on marking them. And if I join them, it becomes a sine wave. It means the dots which I mentioned on the wave are instantaneous values of this equation at different times entered here. So when t equal to 0, whole expression become 0. That is the beginning point here. When t become and the 1 millisecond, some other point, t equal to 1 millisecond. If I substitute 1 millisecond and calculate numerically, it give me one value. That is the one value marked here. Second value, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, like this way. So I can keep collecting I1, I2, I3, I4, I5, I6 like that for different values of time. And I can plot them. It represents me a waveform. That's what I wanted to tell. Next point to observe here is, what is one cycle time of this wave? I should understand. So what is the frequency of this wave? Frequency of this wave given in the problem is 60 Hertz, correct? Then what is time period of that? 1 by 60. That refers 16.666 milliseconds. It means if I take 1 by 60, it stands as 16.666 millisecond. Then what is the meaning of this? This is the total length I am speaking. 16.666 millisecond is the time taken for this wave to complete one cycle. Now I am making meaning of frequency and time means if the 60 Hertz wave is there, 1 by 60 refers to time taken for that completion of one wave. One is to obtain the instantaneous value. Second concept is given you the frequency, how to understand time taken for that wave to complete one wave. If we need to understand, we have to think like this. Then one rough sketch of sine wave marking a t of one duration. And half cycle means what? Half of this 16.667 divided by 2. That millisecond stand as reversal of the phase. Half cycle positive reverses into negative at t by 2 exactly here. Half of the duration t by 2 make a division that positive phase is entering to the negative. Then another way of standard observation is one cycle time divided by fourth. That is called as 1/4. At 1/4, definitely wave is going to take its peak position. 1/4 of the cycle time. 1/4 of the cycle time t means 16.666 millisecond divided by 4. If I do, that is the point over here. That point will make me the peak appearing of the wave. Any sine wave, 1/4 of its duration means peak positive. 0 means initial point of that. T by 2 means phase reversal. Then when is this negative peak? Negative peak is somewhere here. This is 3 by 4. T. 3/4 of cycle time. Then this is end of one cycle time. T. As usual, I wrote here. So we know that at t equal to 0, it should be 0. At t equal to t by 2, it is 0. At capital T, I mean value of time equal to complete cycle time, value of wave is 0. These are called zero crossings. Any given wave, any magnitude, at t equal to 0, value must be 0. At t equal to t by 2, its value must be 0. At t equal to capital T, length of its whole time, value of that wave must be 0. That is what zero crossing. Then peak. When is that wave, whatever the wave given to you as a sine wave, attains its peak positive first time after the 1/4 of cycle time. At that point, it will go to its peak. It's called positive peak. And 3 by 4 times t, 3t by 4, 75% of its time duration. At that time, the wave will possess negative peak. And these are called peak points. So peak points are 1/4 of a cycle time, a positive peak, 3/4 of a cycle time, negative peak. So this we need to understand. So therefore, zero crossings and peak points, if I know, they are the standard markings. Later, given you any time, any t, if you substitute, you are able to get it. It must be in between these two. If t value is given to be exactly the 1/4 of cycle time, it must give you peak value. T is given exactly t by 2, it must be representing you 0. T value given is 3/4 of its cycle time, it must be negative peak. If the value of t entered here is exactly full length of time, value of expression should go to 0 only. So this is how we need to understand the thing. First requirement, I made you a wave. What is one cycle time? What is a half cycle? What is quarter cycle time? Then I made you to mean what is the relation between frequency and time. Then given you any value of time, you are able to get the value of current. You are able to plot it like this way. Now my observation is, in this particular question, when is that? What is the time? Time t equal to how much? At which I equal to 9.6 ampere is the question. Correct? They are asking me what is this current time? When is that particular wave, 60 hertz wave, having a peak of 12 ampere, progressing with 377 omega t, is representing 9.6 ampere first time? That is the question. For this, what I have to do? I have to again draw a rough sketch of sine wave. Then I should start working. Let me do it. I will draw again a wave again. I'll just make you feel the difference of that. Okay. I'll just draw another wave which is sinusoid for my present requirement. Okay. One wave I have drawn. I repeat it by with the other color. Red is not clearly visible. Clearly visible. Now I am making it. Okay, this is my time. This is my ampere scale. Correct? Now this is I equal to 12 sine 377 t is the given expression. Let me make it a little lower, not visible to you. So I equal to 12 sine 377 t. Correct? Now let us see the nature of this wave. I take this central axis and this central axis. So how do you find the waveform about this axis? About this axis, the values which are increasing in trend, same values are decreasing in trend here. I mean, the waveform what I am trying to plot in this first half of cycle. Therefore, this is t by 4 axis. This is called t by 4. This is t by 2. This is 3t by 4. This is t as per the timing is considered. At this 1/4 of cycle time value, the value of the wave referred here is 12 because it's peak value appearing here. About this axis, Just see the dotted line which I have drawn here. Okay, this wave is symmetric about this left and right of this UGST. This and this view symmetric. It means 0 is here, 0 is here, and it is increasing. Let's say something like 5 ampere here. Here also I'll get 5 ampere. 7 ampere here, 7 ampere here. 10 ampere here, 10 ampere here. 12 at the single crest point. It means respective point what I get increasing in tendency till the 12, I will similarly get those quantity decreasing in tendency the second half of this one. I would like to say the wave is symmetric about this vertical axis, which the peak axis, peak point. When I draw a projection about this peak point, the wave is symmetric. Then what is this symmetry? Why I use this? This is my advantage. Why I take this? Suppose time taken to attain here 5 ampere. Let's say this is 5 ampere. Somewhere, some point 5 ampere here. Same 5 ampere I will get here also. Can I get this? Yes. So if I make a dot here, so 5 ampere is available here, 5 ampere is here also. Now this 5 ampere, how do I get it? When is that quantity represent 5 ampere? I can get this way. This quantity represent 5. This LHS side I represent as IU equal to 12 sine 377t. If I equate it, this is my equate. When is that quantity represent 5? So this is this time. Vertical axis. When I take down, that is the time. This is just I circle it, make it dark here. This is the time. At this time t, the value of the quantity is 5 ampere. An example, it is not 9.6 as per the question. 5 I took here because just a simplicity. When is that this represent 5? That is at certain time t. What is this t I want to calculate? For that, this standard wave of this question have to be compared with the given value. Therefore, if it is 5 ampere, 5 equal to 12 sine 377t. Suppose it is a 9.6 in the example. What is the example? 9.6, correct? If it is a 9.6, then what I will do? I will just write it as 9.6. When is that 9.6 available? Let's say it is available at t. Then 9.6 equal to 12 sine 377t. I will compare. Then what I will do? I will take this comparison and convert such that heading of this equation become t. What I will do now this one? So I will do 9.6 divided by 12 equal to sine 377t. First step. Then sine I take other side. What I will do? Inverse sine 9.6 divided by 12 equal to 377c. First time when we have to understand, then it will be easier. Then I have to numerically solve this. Inverse sine of 9.6 divided by 12. I'll get constant. That constant divided by 377 if I do, I'll get. Therefore, t equal to, how I write it now? Inverse sine of 9.6 divided by 12 whole divided by 377. I equal to 9.6. What I am doing? I am comparing this. 9.6 equal to 12 sine 377t. So sine 377t is 9.6 divided by 12. I need not do it. I can directly do t equal to inverse sine of ratio divided by 377. If I calculate, I'll be able to get 2.459 millisecond. So this is the answer for 9.6 milliampere. So the answer is 2.459 millisecond. So therefore, this we have to understand. I repeat it and I'll go back to the paper because something else I have to convey here. So when a given quantity is 9.6, it need not be 9.6. It can be 10, it can be 12, or it can be any value up to peak, so that I can understand easily. I can equate it by the equation. I can get the time when is that possible. So therefore, t 2.459 makes it possible. That is millisecond makes it possible. How to cross check this? Take this answer 2.459 millisecond in this position. What is that position? Basic equation I have here. 12 sine 377t. In this t position, if I substitute this value 2.459 10 to the power minus 3, what I must get? Answer of this string should be equal to 9.6. Then my calculation went perfect. This is reverse cross checking. So equating the standard equation with the given value, time I can calculate. So once I get the value of time, I can cross check, put the time in the t position, get that answer equivalent, very close to your requirement. That makes the part 1 of understanding. Then what is the meaning of this? Time taken to reach 9.6 for the first time is answered. Suppose it is time taken to reach 9.6 ampere after the positive max is considered. How do you solve it? First time is easier. I have just equate the equation with the 9.6 and do it. It is easier. If it is 9.6 ampere after the positive max, how do you do? For that, again, I have to come to the paper, make you very clear how that 9.6 ampere after the positive max is visualized first. Then we will see how to account that calculation. Before going to do that, let us observe for a 9.6 ampere, it is taking 2.459 millisecond to reach. This answer is required for my knowledge. Then I'll come to the paper. Again, I will come back to representation of the wave here. Again, I will draw the wave. I'll draw a wider one now. I'll just draw wide one. Only first half I will draw. Okay. Now, this is ampere. This is time. Now, about this peak axis, I'll just draw here. This is 12 ampere. Correct? Then 9.6 somewhere here I mark here, and the same 9.6 I'll mark here also. That is called 9.6 ampere. Okay, so 9.6 ampere first time, it means t equal to 2.2 how much I got? 459 millisecond. It means when I wanted to calculate when is that wave represent 9.6 ampere first time, this was the time I got, t. So this is the time 0 to this time. When I elapse this time, at that time value represented me 9.6 ampere. Hope this was clear. I got it directly in the equation. I equated it to 9.6 and obtained the value of time. That was easier for me. Suppose when is that time? When is that time? Time I equal to 9.6 ampere after, listen to me carefully, after the positive max. See the keyword, value must be 9.6, but it should be viewed after the positive max. Then I should see when is that positive max. Positive max is here. Positive max is here. After the positive max, 9.6 is here, and the 9.6 appear here. So value of 9.6 after the positive max means I am expecting this time. So let me make it. This is my t. So this is my whole length of observation. You just see, this is the length I am expecting. Correct? From zero mark, whole length of time. At this time, value is again 9.6 because of sinusoidally varying concept and symmetric about the peak axis. About the peak vertical, the values are rising here and falling here. So 9.6 appear here as well here. So when is that value of when is that time? At that time value of current is 9.6 ampere after the positive max. I am trying to confine. After the positive max means, just see, When is this cycle turn takes place, half cycle turn, you should understand. So this will happen at t by 2. At t by 2, half cycle ends up. I mean, if I know the whole cycle time t, divide by 2 makes end of positive half. And end of positive half, beginning of positive half are symmetric about the axis. You can see they are symmetric about this axis. About this axis, this 0 is and this 0 are symmetric about this axis. So whatever the rising values I get here, similar I'll get falling values here. So therefore, the time when I count from this 0, when is that 9.6 appear? It is nothing but computed time of 2.459 millisecond. Similarly, suppose if I view in my mind graphically, if this is the 0 mark, when is that from this 0 mark wave attains 9.6 ampere again? Again from this mark, if I come backward, what is the distance I am going to travel in time scale? Same t. Because of symmetry about this axis, this 9.6 from this 0, 9.6 from this 0 are equidistance. It means the value of time 2.459 millisecond, which I used to obtain the value of 9.6 here. The same value of 9.6 I can consider from this 0 mark towards the origin to get the value of 9.6. What I mean here, my meaning over here is, if I know value of a quantity from the expression first time, its value after positive max, before negative max, after negative max, I can calculate very easily. That's what I want to convey. You must know value of a quantity very first time. Very first time is like our 9.6 ampere first time. When I know this quantity, definitely value of that at second time after the positive max, I can calculate this whole length of time. Value of that quantity first time negative minus 9.6, I can calculate. Value of that quantity 9.6 minus after the negative max, I can calculate very easily. It means if I revisit it here itself, I can just draw the second half also. I can show you how this is easier. Let us say this we need to understand once. Clear? Let me mark it. Correct? This again a negative peak. If I mark it, minus 12 ampere. Definitely from this 0 mark, there is a availability of minus 9.6, and here also I have minus 9.6. I mark it here, plus 9.6 here, plus 9.6 here, minus 9.6 here, minus 9.6 here. What I did here, I made you people to visualize 9.6 ampere itself occurring on this wave at 4 locations. One is before the positive max, the another is after the positive max, minus 9.6 before the negative max, minus 9.6 after the negative max. So how I got it now? 4 points of numerical value 9.6 I can understand very basically from this analysis. 9.6 appearing first time, it is the first point here. 9.6 appearing after the positive max, this point. This is the total time I have to calculate. And 9.6 minus appearing first time. Let's see what is this time. This is my time requirement up to this point. Can you see this? 0 is here. This is my time. So this whole length of arrow I have to compute as time requirement. Then 9.6 after the negative max means again this time length. Let me mark at the another side here. This is the length. Let me darken it. Correct? So you can see length of time. This is the time over here. This is the length 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 here. So this length is time for first time 9.6. This length is time for 9.6 after positive max. This length is time for negative 9.6 first time. This length of time is time for negative max after the negative 9.6 after the negative max. There are 4 positions. So how to get these values we have to understand. So for the first time when I have first time calculations. So what I'll be doing? Given number equal to 12 sine 377t. First time means this kind of equation I'll be using. After the positive max, for this what I have to use? I will use the advantage of graphics. Graphical length of this and graphical length of this are one and the same. Correct? Width of time from this 0 mark, width of time for this 0 mark are same. What I will do? T by 2 minus d I will do. So what I will do? Second time. So what is that? Negative 9.6 ampere, 9.6 after positive max. If that is my requirement, then what I will do? I will make T for 9.6 ampere after positive max. Let's say T equal to 9.6 ampere after positive max is equal to what I will do? This whole length of time. What is this length of time? Of the cycle time, T by 2. Correct? Minus this length of time. This length of time as subtract. That is called T for 9.6 ampere first time. Can you see this? What I am doing? 9.6 for first time. Simply I equate it. I equate it as what? 9.6 equal to something like that. 12 sine 377t. Whatever I did it. Very simple I did it. Okay. That was my first observation. And 9.6 after the positive max to be calculated. What I am doing? I am making the advantage of graphical length. Half cycle T by 2. T by 2 and reverse this length of time. If I subtract this vector length lie with me. That is called T by 2 minus T for first time 9.6. I will note it down. So you have to note down this equation or remember this equation. T for first time is straightforward. Substitute the quantity, equate it to the equation given, get the value of time t. That is straightforward. Time for after the positive max is not straightforward. That is done this way. Time for any quantity ampere after positive max is its half cycle time minus the quantities first time occurrence time. This is the first time occurrence time which I am darkening here. This is first time occurrence time. This is equidistance from this 0 mark. So T by 2 minus this, if I eliminate the length of the time, I am going to get graphically. So this logic I will be using. For this, what I will be doing? T by 2. What is T for this? This is a 60 hertz wave. So if F is 60 hertz, let's say somewhere here, F is 60 hertz. What is T for that? 1 by 60. That stands as 16.666 ms millisecond. Correct? Millisecond. So let me write here once again. That is 16.666 ms. Then I'll be using this as 16.666 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 2 minus time for first time. What we got it as 2.459 into 10 to the power minus 3. If I compute this, let's look into this. I am able to get this length of time. Can you see this dark arrow I made here? From this 0 mark till this point, the length of time is half cycle time minus this discrete width of time for first time. When I do it, this give me time for its first time appearance, I mean after the positive peak. So the value of this I have with me. I can write here and I can show you. That is 14 point. That is how much I have here. Just a minute. I noted down and I have here 10 point. I have the answer. This is 10.792 millisecond. What is this? 10.792 millisecond means this time. So therefore, I must be very careful about the value. Not this 10 point. 10 point is wrong. This is a negative cycle. So I have to write positive. Positive answer means, let me check in my note. That is 5.87. Because I have answered all the values in my note, I will be mentioning it. Okay. So it means this length I got it as 5.87 after solving this equation. 16.66 millisecond divided by 2 minus 2.459 millisecond, I'll get 5.87 millisecond. That is the value of 9.6 appearing after the positive max. So before the positive max is straightforward. Equate with 9.6 and get the value. 2.459 was the answer. But for the value of 9.6 after the positive max, you have to do this way. That is, value of time for a certain quantity after its positive max is half cycle time of that wave minus the quantity's first time appearing time. That is time for its occurrence first time. That you subtract from that, you will get the value of time for the appearance of its after the positive max. The same thing if I want to make it is say 9.6 minus first time, this length of time. How do I do it now? This length of time, suppose just see, this is my requirement. When is this possible here? It is half cycle and later t by 2 plus this time. This time is known to me. This time is what? 9.6 appearing from this 0 mark. If this is 0 mark, this is incrementing up to 9.6 and this peak point decrementing here. So from this 0 mark 9.6 and from this 0 mark 9.6 here. These points. So 9.6 from this 0 time is known to me, which is same as 2.459, and this 9.6, this left moment is also 2.459. It means if I know first time value, shifting it on a graph scale is quite easier. So what I will do, I will revisit this problem once again. So positive value of 9.6 after the positive max is half cycle time minus the quantity's first time occurrence value. I have to subtract. Then occurrence of 9.6 minus first time is t by 2 of that plus the value of the quantity occurring in the first time. This length I have to add. For that, what I will do, I write it and show you. Yeah. So time for minus 9.6 ampere first time. Time for 9.6 ampere first time is equal to t by 2. I am here. T by 2. And I will take this length of addition. What is this? Plus time for 9.6 ampere first time. So earlier what I was doing, T by 2 minus I was doing for any quantity in the positive half cycle. Now I am in the negative half cycle. When is that? Minus 6, 9.6 first time. First time means this point. Second time means after the negative max here. To get a first time value, T by 2 plus this time. This is equal to 16.666 into 10 to the power minus 3 divided by 2. Correct? Plus time for 9.6 first time. This is 2.459. 2.459 into 10 to the power minus 3. If I solve it, that I am going to get as 10.792 millisecond. It means I am exactly at this time of 10.792 ms at this point. So when I put that value, the quantity represent 9.6 minus. So this is about obtaining a time for a quantity negative first time in the representation. The same quantity, suppose 9.6 is appearing here also. This is also minus 9.6 ampere, correct? But when is that time? This time is, what I will do for this graphically, I will take whole cycle time this way. Whole cycle time minus this length of time. This length of time. What I will do? T minus 9.6 ampere after negative max. T 9.6 ampere after negative max. If I want to work, I'll get to a oral presentation and I'll write it again. Whole cycle time T minus time for first time occurrence. So what I will do? So I will repeat here. Time for negative max first time to second time. Time for minus 9.6 ampere after negative max is equal to T minus time for 9.6 ampere first time. This is equal to 16.666 into 10 to the power minus 3 minus 2.459 into 10 to the power minus 3. This gives you the value of time as 14.207. 14.207 millisecond. So what I did in this exercise, I'll tell you. I wanted to compute when is that certain ampere like a 9.6 appear. 9.6 appear 4 times. I redraw the wave here, so that will be again clear to you. Okay, this requires a little bit understanding, but books will not provide this. That is the reason I took it on paper to make it. Let me draw a wave here again for your clarity. Okay, I just make it. Correct? Certain quantity 9.6, 9.6, 9.6, 9.6. These are the points. This is appearing at 2.459 ms. Correct? This is appearing at, we got it as what? 5 by 2 minus t. It was 5.87 ms. And this we got it as 10 point, how much you got? 10.792 ms. This we got it as 14.207 ms. So what I did here, I repeat back. Time for 9.6 first time is this time, 2.45. How I did it? 9.6 equal to 12 sine 377t. I equated. I got a value of t as 2.459 ms. Correct? I got it. Then I use this value of t to get the value of current at this position. What I did? Half cycle time minus the time for first time. This stand as my very reference. Time for first time occurrence is taken as my basic quantity. Therefore, time for first time occurrence is the length of time here, which I am darkening here. This is the time scale. This is the time scale. This is same as this scale from this width, correct? Like this. And the same from this 0 mark, it is also same here. And from this 0 mark, it is also same here. The rectangles which I have marked, they are the time length. Time length for respective. The first is from the left 0, this point. The second is from the right 0, this mark. Third is from the left 0, this length. Fourth is from the last right side 0, this way. So each rectangle length is 2.459 milliseconds. Then I take the graphical advantage. So what is the time for this time, this length? This length is half cycle. If I know half cycle is here up to this point, half cycle minus this, if I do minus 2.459 millisecond, if I do, is it not this length I am going to get? T by 2 is here, half the cycle length minus this, if I remove, is it not I am going to get this length of time? That is called time for 9.6 ampere after the positive max. This is called second time occurrence of the quantity. So first time occurrence is straightforward. Second time occurrence is written by t by 2 minus the t for first time. Then time for negative first time is t by 2 plus this time, t by 2 plus this time, t by 2 plus this first time occurrence value. Then if it is the minus quantity, second time after the negative max,